Hi friends. We had a nice, relaxing vacation last week, and as hard as it was to leave, it is good to be home. I tried packing some sunshine into my suitcase, but clearly that didn't work. Today I want to introduce you to Carly. Many Centenary members already know Carly because she grew up in our church. She's a student at Miami of Ohio, and this coming summer, she will be on staff at Next Step Ministries in Colorado Springs. Next Step Ministries has mission sites across the United States and in Guatemala, and we've worked with them several times in New Mexico and South Carolina and Alaska. I am so excited for Carly and proud of her for following God's call to serve. She'll be in Colorado Springs for about 10 weeks, connecting with community members and sharing the gospel of Jesus in word and deed. And she'll be helping junior and senior high youth groups do the same. As Carly's church family, we have the opportunity to support her in this mission, both with our prayers and with our finances. She needs to raise $2,500, which will help to pay for mission projects and will be a contribution toward her room and board while she's there. When Carly asked me if I thought that Centenary would be willing to help, I said, "Are you kidding? It is our joy and privilege to send one of our own into the mission field. It'll be no problem." If you'd like to contribute, please mark your donation Next Step. Here's Carly.
Hey guys, I'm Carly Praderi, and I am a second year at Miami University. And I have pretty much grown up in this church. Starting before I was in school, I was attending the Sunday school classes here where my mom was teaching. And then once I started school, I went into Terrific Tuesdays, and I absolutely loved being a part of the choir and getting to do all of the plays that portrayed all the different stories of the Bible. And I did that all the way through 6th grade until I aged out of it. Then I started doing the middle school youth group, and at that point you start doing confirmation. And I got to explore what our church's core beliefs and values were, and I got to see where I stood with God and where I wanted to go with my journey with Him. And I loved getting to talk and explore that deeper with the help of Susan Britton, who was running confirmation at that time. And then at the end of it, and our journey through the Bible, we got to stand in front of the church, and me and my peers got to tell you guys that we had decided to take our place in the church. And from there, we started our high school youth group because we had moved on to our next part in life, and I started doing all of the mission trips. From the mission trips, there are a lot of really core memories that I made throughout high school, but one of the main ones that stayed with me was when we did Henderson Settlement. We went with a bunch of other churches, and because of how many there were, we decided that each church would be in charge of a specific day to do the sermon in the morning. And when it was our church's turn, we decided that because we were the youth group that was there, that the youth were going to lead the sermon. So we all got together and we got to talk about all the different stories that we liked, and we ultimately chose to do the prodigal son. From there, we got to discuss what we truly thought the story was about and what was the key takeaways that we wanted to make sure that we portrayed to everybody. From there, we split up, and we had some people that were writing the script, we had some people making movements to do the play on stage, and then I got the opportunity to share the script that they had written with the whole of everyone else, with the whole congregation of everyone else. And it was a really special memory for me, and I was really glad that we got to have those deep conversations about what we truly thought everything meant and what was important to us. And I'm very thankful that we got to have all of these memories from mission trips and for all of the help, support, and prayers that everyone in our church has given us to make it possible for us to continue these trips and to do them in the past. Over summer, I got the opportunity to go on the Alaska trip as one of the college helpers. And I got to make a ton of new friends and a ton of connections with the staff. But most of all, I got to have a lot of time to sit and talk with God by myself and see where I was supposed to go on my journey and what I was doing and what my next steps were. And I spent a lot of time talking with him and asking what he had in store for me because I wasn't really sure where I was supposed to go next. Through conversations with him and seeing the difference that we were making in all the communities that we were helping, and talking with the staff and mentors and friends and everyone, I discovered that I wanted to apply to be an intern at Next Step. So I went through the application process and I got the internship to be a worship team member this summer, helping in Colorado Springs with Next Step Ministries. Next Step has places all over the US, and it even has an international place where they have a ton of college interns that come and they lead mission trips all summer for different churches and their youth to come and to provide mission work for that community. I am extremely excited to have the opportunity to go and serve God in mission work and getting to help with all of those communities. I'm also extremely excited to get to help high schoolers and middle schoolers to kind of find their place in their faith and further their journey and connections with God while being able to lean on my peers and deepen my connection with Him as well.